qualified in a 19th position, and we are racing, and today it's hot and we are pushing, and it's an opportunity for some nice points today, so we'll see what happens. So hopefully we can gain a few positions at the start. I think points should be on the table today. Hello and welcome back to the channel for episode 3 of season 108 of GPRO. If you haven't watched the previous 2 episodes of this season, you should really go back and check out those first, otherwise you might encounter some spoilers. Let's start with taking a look at the season standings. After 9 races of this season, we are currently in 8th position after that great result from last time, and with 16 points into the bag, I'm pretty sure that retention is done and we are safe, so we can now lower down the car and go testing. Yes, 16 points should definitely be enough, and if there will be another hot race, of course we will be pushing, but the focus should be on the testing for next season. Race 10 of the season at Fiorano. We qualified in 29th position, but we aren't pushing today as it's simply too cold and it isn't worth the effort. So we will chill down and hopefully not smoke too much. So far we are in 31st position, but we will see where we end up at the end of the race. So let's check it out. And in the end we managed to finish the race in a 29th position. And let's check the race analyze for race 10 of the season. Of course, qualified 29th. Didn't use any risk. And of course, we did 2 stops with extra soft. Had some really nice pit stops. And in the end, finished in 29th position. Race 11 of the season. And qualified in 28th position. But it's raining for most of the race. But it's so hot. So we aren't pushing because I think it will be raining too much, so we won't get any decent result today. Of course, let's go until lap 28 where the rain stopped. So about halfway of the race it rained, so it was completely pointless to push. We lost 1.5 minutes, and surely we have a little bit more speed now, but nothing will happen. So let's go to the end of the race, and in the end we finished in the 29th position. And of course the race analyzed, let's see what happened in the rain. And of course we started in 28th position, but it rained way too lot to be able to push, so we did 0 CT. We did a pit stop when the rain stopped, and we did a pit stop again. We didn't have enough fuel, so that could have cost about 10 positions, so not really done a great strategy today. And now it's time for a weather update for the upcoming race. The upcoming race is wet in qualifying, and then the first half hour will have some rain, but we are starting in the dry, so hopefully we can do something. It's pretty hot today. We'll be pushing, and let's see what happens. Race 12 of the season, qualified in 30th position due to some rain in qualifying, and we gained a couple of places at the start, and there is rain expected in the first half hour of the race. So let's see what happens. Hopefully it doesn't rain that long as we are pushing, and of course, it's already raining here in the early stages of the race, so we are coming into the pits for some new tires and back on track in, where are we? 35th position with a driver mistake and another driver mistake a lap later. Yes, indeed, we have lost quite a lot of time yet already. And of course, in the rain, we won't be the fastest, so we will see where we end up. I don't think points will be on the table today. Maybe a top 20. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, it doesn't rain long enough and we can go to the end. When the rain stops, we'll see what happens. So far, we are in 23rd position. Are we even gaining on the car ahead? Not quite sure. Yes, I think we are gaining on the car ahead, but we got overtaken by the car behind us. Yes, so let's see what happens. We think we can gain some places when it gets dry, and we are surely able to go to the finish, I think. And no, still raining. No, still raining, but the cars are making pit stops due to fuel, most likely, I think. Or it could be tires, not quite sure. Yes, indeed, it got dry, so let's box for some hard tires. And let's see, where are we? We are in 19th position after the pit stop, so lovely. Now full push, let's see where we can end up. Points won't be on the table. Oh yes, we're definitely gaining positions and time, so lovely. And yes, a couple of laps left. I think it will be 18th position, and the car broke down, and we finished the race in 19th position. And let's check the race analyze to see what happened in the race. And of course we started the race in 30th position. Then it got raining and we had a double driver mistake, doing 60 CT and still having plenty of energy left over. Apparently it's a low energy track and should have gone more if we really wanted to push very hard. And in the end we smoked, but the engine finished at 100% damage, so that's most likely to be expected. So couldn't use that much more CT risk anyway. Race 13 of the season, qualified in 30th position, but it's raining the entire race, so that means that we aren't pushing despite the hot temperature. It wouldn't make sense to push as our tires don't really work in the wet, so we aren't pushing today. Further in the race the car will break down, and in the end we will finish in 32nd position with a smoking car. Let's quickly check the race analyze to see what really happened. So we started 30th position. It rained the entire race and we didn't push. Halfway through the race the car broke down, and in the end we didn't stop for new tires. So in the end we finished like 32nd, so another race done. And before we go racing yet again, we have a quick weather update for the upcoming race at Sochi. It will be hot yet again. Who would have thought? But there's a small opportunity of rain. Maybe it won't rain, but we are pushing and let's see what's possible. And maybe we can score some more points. Today's video is sponsored by... Oh wait, I don't have any sponsors. Subscribe now! Race 14 of the season and qualified in a 19th position, and we are racing and today it's hot and we are pushing and it's an opportunity for some nice points today, so we'll see what happens. So hopefully we can gain a few positions at the start. I think points should be on the table today. Oh, we lost a position currently, but we can get it back. Yes, lovely. But we have it. Yes, lovely. We gained a position. Hopefully we can gain some more. Not quite sure, but we are trying and looking and hoping to get past. Oh, yes. Come on, get past. Yes, lovely. Gained another position up to 17th position. So we gained 2 positions at the opening lap. So lovely. After lap 1, we gained 2 positions into a 17th place, and we are pushing today. It's nice and hot, and hopefully it won't rain, as it's a small possibility to get some rain today. So hopefully it stays dry, and we are in some kind of traffic at the moment. Hopefully we can get through. I think I should have the speed. Yes, lovely, we got through. So yes, I think I have the speed to get some nice points today, and I'm doing a one-stop strategy today with hard tires. Not quite sure if anyone is doing a 2-stop strategy. Maybe we have one that is doing a 2-stop strategy. So we are now up into a 12th position and cars are making their stop. I'm not quite sure what their strategy will be, but we are gaining positions and hopefully our pit stop will be going okay. And yes, it's almost coming up. I believe one more lap and into the pits we go. And where are we now? After the pit stop we are back on track in 11th position. I'm not quite sure if we have lost or gained anything, but I think we got closer to some cars that were previously ahead, so hopefully we can get past. Yes, and we can smell the points. We are basically close. Yes, someone is into the pitch. Yes, that was a 2-stop strategy guy. So we are now into the points in an 8th position, and we can smell the podium. It's just up ahead, and we gained the position, and gained another position, and someone is doing a pit stop. We are now into a 5th position. 2 more cars ahead, and about 8 laps left in the race. So hopefully we can get past. We have the speed for the podium, and yes, so no pressure from behind, and we got past driver mistake and the car got smoking, so lovely. So we are now with 2 laps to go. We are in the 3rd position and we got another podium finish this season. And it's time for the race analyze, so let's check out what really happened. So we started in the 19th position, used 60 CT on a hard one-stop strategy. We had some energy left over, but didn't start with 100%. And we had a nice pit stop for the one-stop strategy and finished in the 3rd position, and everything went okay and not even a single driver mistake. And after the race I noticed that I need to do something with my facilities, so let's check it out, as my max training is currently at 23. So that means that my staff, that is at 24, will be dropping slowly if we don't invest in any facilities. So it's worthwhile investing some, and I have been saving for it, as my some of my buildings are at a 10, so we will be buying 20 levels in those, so then we should get a nice max training that should be high enough for at least 2 seasons, so we don't need to invest any more in it in the upcoming seasons. And we have some nice benefits with the testing that we will be doing, so let's spend the money, and it's really worth it, as we don't want to train the staff again. So yes, now the max training is at a nice level that should be safe for the upcoming seasons, and money has been spent well. Race 15 of the season, qualified in 28th position due to some rain in qualifying, and today we aren't pushing because it's simply too cold for our tires. It doesn't make sense to push flat out. I do have some CT risk to try and get a top 25, top 20 position, something like that. We'll see what happens. So far we are in 30th position with our teammate just up ahead at the moment. Oh, we got past, lovely. And we'll see what happens. I'm doing a 2-stop strategy. I think those are pushing that are doing a 3-stop strategy. We'll see where we come out. We had a nice pit stop. Gained a couple of positions during the pit stop, so hopefully we can do our own pace and don't be blocked anymore, and we'll see. So far we gone up from a 30th position before the pit stop to a 23rd position at the moment, and it's almost the 2nd pit stop time. And yes, don't think we are closing on the car ahead. Don't think we can get there. We'll see what happens. I think about pit stop time, and where are we? Back on track on 25th, but I think some cars need to pit, and we are now in 22nd position. After the pit stops are done, we gained the position, so lovely. And yes, I think that will be it, 22nd position. I don't think we will be gaining another position. Oh, the car behind broke down, so we won't be attacked from behind as well. So it looks like we get a 22nd position today with very little risk and a nice money reward, most likely. And indeed, finish the race in 20 seconds. And of course we are checking the race analyze for the race 15 of the season, qualified in 28th position, used 20 CT in risk, did a 2-stop with extra soft, had some quite nice pit stops, and in the end finished in 22nd position and made some money. Race 16 of the season, I managed to qualify in 27th position, but today it's way too cold, so the tires won't be working, but we still have some CT risk for today, as it's the last time I can really use it, as I won't be able to use it in the last race of the season because of the car wear. So yes, but points won't be on the table today, and in the end we finished in 23rd position. So let's check out the race analyze for race 16 of the season, and we can see that we started in 27th, used 60 CT, had plenty of energy left, and didn't get anywhere. I couldn't use that much more with the extra soft tires, so yes, and in the end finished 23rd. And the last race of the season, so qualified in 28th position, slightly hotter today, but we won't have the car available to push, so we are doing 0 CT, and hopefully we don't smoke that early in the race, so we won't be getting any decent result, and in the end we finished the race with a smoking car in 29th position. And of course the last race analyze of the season, and we started in 28th position, didn't use any risk today, and the car did break down, so we end up smoking about a third of the race, and in the end finished in 29th position, and we got some money because we finished the race. And with that, the season is over, so let's check out the season standings. Yes, in the end, we finished the season in the 9th place with 22 points. And yes, we scored some points with the old driver in the first 2 races. And then we managed to score some more points when it was hot. And we pushed for it. Sadly, my teammate has relegated, so we won't be in the group with him anymore. And yes, hopefully we are ready for next season. I think I developed the driver quite nicely, and hopefully we didn't spend too much money trying to retain and having fun with the Contimental tires. And the season is over, so let's check out everything that we need to check out. Let's start with the driver. And at the end of the season, this is how my driver is looking. I think he's ready to go for next season, so we'll see what happens. At race 3 of the season, we hired this new driver. First did some yoga training to increase his concentration. And after that, the whole season was fitness training and some testing sessions to increase the stamina to as much as possible. And I think that the driver is ready to go. And of course we are also checking out the financials. Let's start with the expenditures. So this season we spent 311 million. About 50% was in car parts and the other 50% in all of the other stuff. I think it was quite okay. Of course the driver was a little bit more expensive than the previous drivers. And of course the tire supplier is also one of the big costs that we need to factor in. And besides of that, I think the spending was quite okay for a season that I did. This season we earned 288 million. Of course, the most of it is in race income, and I think that my average position wasn't that high. We had some nice sponsor income. We lost a sponsor, but really at the end of the contract, so it didn't really affect my season that much. So I think it's because of the race earnings that we lost some money or we overspent slightly. Thanks for watching and hope to see you soon, and check out one of these videos if you haven't, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Goodbye!